Hi, Traveler. Hi, Bard. Sure, how can I help? Oh, you mean Mr. Floaty? Most people can't see him. Mr. Floaty is my bestest friend.
No fair. Flora, why exactly are you friends with a bloaty floaty?
What's wrong with it? I always wanted to be friends with a plant who could fly.
Friends with a flying
Because then when it's windy...
Isn't that called being blown away?
That's what some people like. I only found out this plant existed from an explorer. I think his name was... Stanley. Stanley's... And you can tell he's an expert. The Amazing Adventures of Stanley are He's in the city at the moment.
That sounds like a fun idea for next time. But right now we have other things to attend to. Flora's a pretty mysterious kid. Which child shall we interrogate next? Paimon's thinking. Oh, how about that little guy on the bridge? No way! Well, that is unexpected. Timmy's imaginary friend is a ruin guard? Paimon's freaking out right now. What say you we postpone our conversation with Timmy for the time being? Huh? Paimon has a favorite line? How about we explore the area ahead of us later? Children are more open-minded. Is that why they can think up all kinds of imaginary friends? Fitting, isn't it? That the City of Freedom should be home to children with such boundless powers of imagination.
Can't you give
What about adults' imaginations? Let's ask some adults at the tavern.
May the animal Archon protect you.
The thing about wine is, you have to drink it at the tavern, or you miss out on half the fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have...
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion, or maybe you've forgotten.
I see no reason to cling to things that have outlived their purpose.
Is that so? Then I trust you were most swift indeed to part with a certain vase?
Sorry, I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master D-Luke, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home. A beautiful one, unmistakable in fact.
Seems our suspicions were right. Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder. So people just stopped dreaming? This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear? Let's go and check. How about... Uh-oh. Somehow, Paimon finds the idea of not being able to see Ellen's imaginary friend kinda scary. Jean? Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend? So she's so determined to...
Huh? Oh, hello. What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
You bet. Today, I hope I can be...
So that you can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Oh, thanks. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. How can I smash all these training dummies at once? Shame. Didn't man... How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed. Oh, thank you. It's clear...
So modest.
Well,
Ellen, she's our girl. If she...
thanks. Shoot. But honorary knight. Could you deliver a message to Jack? He's a friend of mine. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss. If I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the temple. Stanley's a truly legendary adventurer. Great. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my...
The Temple of the Lion? We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. Seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time! Yahoo! Wouldn't gliding be faster? Looks like we can't go any further. Not to worry. Allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high. Brace yourselves. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Brace yourselves. Yeah. Just like we rehearsed. Let's play. Yeah. Here we go. I'll protect us. Let's play. Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Hey, are those guys? Cue the spotlight! Think you can get away? Here we go! I'm the frying pan, pulling Amber! Help! Yeah, brace yourselves. Eat this!
I was so sure I was about to die.
To be fair, that could have gone either way. So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you. Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had to rescue me.
Huh? I don't see what all the fuss is about. It was nothing that I, Stanley, couldn't have dealt with by myself.
Whoa! You are Stanley? You are
The...
I must say, it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself. Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
Well, in which case, why head back now?
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent. Let's head further in.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
No, we really were just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Well, your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Mangiavari.
Enough already! Ugh. Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth!
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack will listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You and your partner reached the Mangiavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us, as far as the eye could see. The Mangiavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow! So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more. Like a gentle breeze carried away the tears welling up in my eyes.
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I know. Because an adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place where the wind blows, and to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt on the wind, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slimes clogging up the sewers.
You shouldn't die in a place with no wind. Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Mangiavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there? Toast! Think you can get away? Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery. Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior. Covered in... You're saying his imaginary friend is an interesting idea.
Please excuse...